Many professors expect you to write an abstract for your lab reports. If you are writing for a scientific journal, you'll need to write abstracts. This video is meant to help you learn what an abstract is and how to write a good one. An abstract is a brief summary of the main findings and conclusions of a scientific paper, talk, or poster. If you present a talk or poster at a scientific gathering, you will need to write an abstract as part of the submission process. Journal abstracts are accessible to everyone on the journal's website. If you search from your library's website, you can usually see abstracts, even if a subscription is required to read the paper. Once a scientist has a paper, we use the abstract as a synopsis of the paper. We might need to reference 20 or more papers in a paper that we write. The abstract helps us remember what each paper is about. For posters or talks at conferences, the abstract is usually included in the schedule for the conference. This is the website for the American Physical Society's annual March meeting. If we go to the scientific sessions, we can access a list of all the sessions and talks that are available. This is a multi-day conference. Multiple sessions run simultaneously. There are thousands of presentations available. There is no way you could watch every one. We can search abstracts to see which sessions we want to attend. Notice that the search looks only at the titles and abstracts. If we go to the listings for a particular session, we can choose to see the listings of the talks during that session. Think of an abstract as an advertisement to get people to come to your session, visit your poster, or read your paper. You might ask yourself why you need to write abstracts for this class. In this class, I'm having you write abstracts so that you will have some practice at it. Chances are that as a junior or senior science or engineering major, you'll need to start writing abstracts soon. The abstract also lets me as an instructor see if your final results are what we were expecting. A good abstract also shows that you understand the purpose of the lab. The abstracts in your lab reports won't be as elaborate as one you would find for a conference or in a journal. Within a lab report or scientific paper, the abstract is included at the beginning of the report. It is usually included near the top of a poster. We often put our abstracts in the title slide of a presentation so that people can read it before the talk starts. Here are a few tips to help you write an effective abstract. First, state the main research question or objective. Clearly and succinctly state the main research question or objective of the study. This will give readers an idea of what the paper is about and what they can expect to learn from it. Second, summarize the main findings. Provide a brief summary of the main findings of the study, including any significant results or conclusions. Be sure to include any important statistics or data, but avoid going into too much detail. Finally, indicate the importance of the research. Explain why the research is important and how it contributes to the broader field of study. Highlight any new insights or discoveries that were made as a result of the study. If you're finding this information to be useful, please tap the like button below. Here are a few rules for the length and writing style of an abstract. Abstracts are usually limited to around 250 words, so it is important to be concise and to the point. The example here is only about 60 words, but it might only be part of an actual experiment. Make sure the abstract is easy to understand and free of errors. It should be written in a way that is accessible to a wide audience, including those who are not experts in the field. Use the format and style required by the professor, conference, or journal you are submitting the paper to. Some professors and journals prefer a third-person voice. Others prefer a more active voice. In general, the abstract should be written and structured in the same way as the main paper, but in a more condensed form. Carefully proofread and edit the abstract to ensure that it is free of errors and clearly written. You should now be set to write decent abstracts for your lab reports. Remember to include why you're doing the experiment, your numerical results, and why the experiment is important. If you'd like more information on writing lab reports, check out this playlist. If you're finding this information to be helpful, please subscribe to my Physics This Week channel.